right, everyone, we're here at the Oregon Medical Marijuana Business Conference, and joining me at the desk, we've got Steve Mangan, who is a key accounts manager with the Eugene Water and Electric Board. You're like the power company here in Eugene, right?
We are the electric and water company. That's correct.
Fantastic. And the thing that caught my eye here from your booth is this headline on this little flyer. Let us know before you grow. It reminds me of the call us before you dig signs.
Very much.
This is your public service campaign, I take it?
It is indeed. We're looking to promote the safe and efficient use of electricity as it relates to a new and exciting industry, the cannabis industry. This is going to touch many of the customers that we have, from the residential, small commercial, and large commercial. Our thinking is we want our customers to use our product safely, and that is our charter, to look and make sure our customers are aware of efficiency opportunities as well as safety.
Yeah, you know, of course, growers go through a whole lot of electricity and a whole lot of water. So it's fascinating to me that we've got a city board that's in charge of this stuff that is so open about this. You know, I think a lot of cities want to bury their head in the sand and pretend this isn't happening. Was this, I mean, Eugene's a pretty progressive place. This wasn't too difficult for you to pull off.
Sure, just a small correction there. The Eugene Water and Electric Board is governed by a separate body.
Okay.
So we have our own elected representatives. There's 5 commissioners. We believe that the opportunity here is to serve our citizen owners. And this is a huge issue for a community like Eugene, and we will make sure that it's done in a safe and efficient manner. By the way, efficiency is a charter for us. We've been promoting efficiency for over 30 years, and there's a very strong connection between efficiency and the electrical use of consumption and the manufacture of growing cannabis.
What are some of the tips that you would give people as far as that?
Well, the easy ones, of course, safety as it relates to grounded service, having the associated or proper service size. But for the commercial operations where there's 3-phase power, this is not a do-it-yourself industry. This requires engineering and professionals, which is what we're trying to promote. Our services supporting their business.
Yeah, in the past, under Prohibition, and not just in Oregon, but all over the country, one of the problems that has come about from people trying to guerrilla grow, you know, trying to keep it secret and clandestine, is not wanting to call the electrician or the engineer who understands what's going on. Do it yourself, end up with bad wiring, fires, all sorts of terrible things. Has there been a statistical change in how many of these types of problems you've had since doing this?
Well, I don't know about a statistical change. There's not a lot of detail out there. It's emerging now.
Sure.
We've got sister utilities both in Colorado and Washington that have shared a lot of information with us, which helped us get up to speed much sooner than maybe they did. They were blazing a trail. We've taken those lessons, and we're looking at farming them for our citizen owners and making sure that we don't encounter some of the same rubs, particularly electrocutions and fires. Transformers do blow up. We've had that on occasion. It's something that we're very mindful of and want to ensure that folks know they can contact us before they grow. And
call before you grow. Let them
it.
know before you grow. You can learn about the different power options. 100% green power. What's all about that?
100% green power. That means that the electrons used in the production of electricity come from carbon-free sources, primarily hydro sources and wind.
Oh, okay.
Biomass.
Transformer and server sizing assistant, sufficient electrical capacity to serve new and expanding businesses. I mean, I guess that must be a consideration too, is that your typical warehouse you might rent out might not be set up for this kind of stuff.
Right. They definitely are not. This is a highly intensive electric business, and on the face of it, I don't think most folks realize the type of infrastructure that's required to safely produce cannabis. You're looking at something in the order of 50 watts per square foot. When you look at that on a, let's say, 1,500 square foot basis, it's a relatively small grow. That's a $40,000 a year bill in some industries or some utility service service areas. eWeb, we're highly competitive. It's about a $6,800 or so savings by using electricity that comes from Eugene Water and Electric Board. Similarly, on the source side, eWeb is long in power. So like some communities that do not have sufficient power to support this industry, those added costs would be peanut buttered over the rest of the customers that are already on the system. We are in a little different position. We own and operate a number of our own hydro resources, and we have power to spare.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. And the other side of this, the water side of this, high quality, competitively priced water. What sort of water difficulties do people run into?
Yeah, the Eugene community is blessed with some of the most pristine water on the planet. That's not an overstatement. We're sourced currently out of the McKenzie River, soon to be bringing on another source, but the McKenzie is pure 100% snowmelt. It's a 5,000-year hydroelectric process or hydro process where snow melts in the Cascades and slowly percolates through the strata rock and emerges quite literally at the headwaters of the McKenzie. That is the source of drinking water for the Eugene community, low in constituents. The advantages to a pure water source, particularly if you're looking at manufacturing processes or reverse osmosis, you just don't have the same operating costs with a pure source of water, and that's the McKenzie River.
Oh wow, this is a wonderful opportunity for these people here at the Oregon Medical Marijuana Business Conference to understand and let them know before you grow. Get your electricity and your water down professionally. These folks are here to work with you. This is Steve Mangan. And Steve, can you give people some contact info if they want to know more?
Sure. I can be reached at the Eugene Water Electric Board. My phone number there direct is 541-685-7376, and my email is steve.mangan, that's spelled M-A-N-G-A-N, at eweb.org. steve.mangan@eweb.org.
Steve, thank you so much for what you're doing and bringing some professional and safety and ecologically aware motivation to this. The public education is so important, and we're glad you're doing it.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that out. That public education piece is key to us. Thanks for 420 Radio. Real pleasure to be here. I really appreciate the time, and thanks so much.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll go back to the conference now.
Bye.